Pull up, all of a sudden they know me now, they never knew us. Back then, back when I ain't never had no name, and I ain't changed. I've been the same, don't ride no wave, nah. Pull up.
Yo, what's up? It's Mrvz. Born in South Auckland, Mangere, moved to West Sydney, Blacktown to be exact. I'm a hip hop and R&B artist, family everything, God overall. Life was life, you know. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I had a hard upbringing and like, you know, I came from a broken home and that, because I really did come from a loving family. But life for me back then, it was pretty tough financially. Obviously, like, every family has their little struggles and that, so we did have those things back in the days. Back in New Zealand, like, on the weekends we'd go to my nana's house and my parents, like, they'd be missing for the whole time and we'd be wondering where they're at. And obviously back then they were heavy party animals, they were heavy drinkers, so most of the time we wouldn't have seen them until Monday. As we came to church, he was finding it hard, you know, sleeping at the back in church and that. And it was just the norm, you know, like sometimes there would be a bit of drinking here and there. Eventually I felt like God really spoke to my dad and he picked it up himself and knew that there was a line to draw. And from that point on, both of my parents were changed. Growing up, eventually, like, we ended up in the youth. It was from that point on where I knew that, like, this is pretty crazy that these leaders and these young adults, they had time to invest into people like me and kids like myself that was, like, you know, out running amok sometimes. Or it was just something that spoke to me and sat heavy with my heart. And that's when I knew, when I was in youth, that I wanted to become a youth leader. And from that point on, that's when I started talking to God and just asking God to show me the way. One of the most important things in life is to be true to your character. You can speak, you can talk as much as you want. At the end of the day, it's your actions, it's about how you live it. And for me, I'm so thankful and I'm glad that I've learned that along the way, especially from my old man and my mum always putting me in place and putting me in line. And I want these next kids coming up in the next generation to understand that it's real important to speak your truth. You know, speak who you are, speak like where you come from. Don't speak about like you're from here and you carry this and you do this. Your actions carry it and they speak for themselves. So one thing that I've been trying to invest my time in is God, to be honest. Like, with everything coming my way, with like opportunities and that, like, it's such a blessing and that, I still gotta remember the roots of myself and I still gotta remember who put me here in the first place and that. And one thing that I'm trying to focus on is like to always make time for God. I feel like that's important. And whatever that means for you, like making time for your mom, making time for your dad, making time for your siblings, like, time's been missing. That's how precious time is. So yeah, that's why time's precious to me.